Many films are based on premises that have to be accepted regardless of plausibility in order to tell the story. In The Bostonians, based on Henry James's novel, Marina Tarrant, played by Madeline Potter, is supposedly so effective as a speaker and charming as a person that she entrances both Boston Brahmin Olive Chancellor, Vanessa Redgrave, and her distant cousin Mississippi aristocrat Basil Ransom, Christopher Reeves. Their shared infatuation guarantees tension to the point that the cousins barely speak to each other. Worse still, Basil is openly hostile to Olive's lifelong cause, feminism. For this situation to work, Verena has to captivate us as much as she does Basil and Olive. She does not. Potter has some puckish appeal, but is hardly enthralling. Even more fatal to the story is that after the first few minutes, we have everything we need to know to get through the tepid 2 hours that follow. There is no development, nothing but variations on the same theme of confusion and frustration, leading eventually to an ending more delayed than conclusive. I haven't read the novel. I am prepared to blame James for these failings, but his reputation as a master of character psychology suggests that the flat, repetitive, predictable events in The Bostonians result at least as much from inadequate reimagining of the material in cinematic form as from any innate failings. Far from involving, the resulting so-called drama is utterly remote or worse, quaint. It is questionable if anyone could make these events come to life, but director James Ivory is not the one to do it. He offers his familiar sedate tastefulness bordering on ineptitude, but aside from his repeated desire to tackle literary properties, there is little to recommend his films. To be sure, it is refreshing to see a film that shows late 19th century America as more than cowboys and Indians, and the period recreation is indeed the best thing about the movie. That is more a credit to the cinematographer, designers, and locations, however, than Ivory's fumbling use of their contributions. As for Jamesian psychology, with the exception of Vanessa Redgrave, the actors coast on the surface. Redgrave might have been better off similarly content. The praise she received at the movie's release no doubt resulted partly from her known political sympathies, which is precisely why her performance is a disastrous mistake. She is convincing as a repressed prig, but Olive's intolerance, sanctimony, and misandry are too close to what we know about Redgrave herself not to be a bit off-putting. She does not take a cheap ride on her reputation, but neither can she overcome it to move us with Olive's emotional upheaval. Bringing serious literary and historical material to the screen deserves praise, but pallid results like The Bostonians just confirm the prejudice against difficult material. It is too wispy to be called a bad film because it barely registers as a film at all.